The pen felt heavier than it should have. Cheap plastic, blue ink. A divorce form resting between us like a body we hadn't buried yet. She stood at the kitchen counter, back to me, phone pressed to her ear, whispering, smiling in that careful way people smile when they don't want to be seen. The kettle screamed. She let it. I watched steam climb the cabinets. "Tonight," she said into the phone. "Yes," he agreed. Agreed to what was already decided. I signed my name without looking at the line. My hand didn't shake. That surprised me. I had imagined this moment would feel louder, something breaking, glass everywhere. Instead, it was quiet, surgical. She turned when the pen clicked. Her eyes flicked to the paper, then away. Relief passed over her face before guilt could catch up. Either I invite my boss over, or I file for divorce. Ultimatums are confessions dressed as courage. I slid the papers back to her. "I'll be out tonight," I said. She nodded too quickly. That was when I knew. Not because of the threat, not because of the smile, but because she didn't ask where I was going. The betrayal didn't arrive all at once. It leaked in. Late nights that smelled like someone else's cologne. A new password she pretended to forget. A laugh she used to say for me, now rationed. Her boss's name appeared everywhere. Emails, calendar invites, casual mentions over dinner, delivered with rehearsed indifference. I told myself it was work. I told myself I was tired. I told myself lies because they were familiar. The night she gave me the ultimatum, the lie finally collapsed under its own weight. I remembered the first time she mentioned him months ago, how she described his ambition, his intensity, the way her voice changed when she said his name. Just a half step softer, like a secret she enjoyed keeping. I didn't confront her. I didn't ask questions I didn't need answered. I watched. I watched how she dressed that evening, slower than usual, deliberate. I watched her check the mirror twice before leaving the bedroom. I watched myself in the reflection behind her, already gone. Denial is a choice. Silence is a strategy. I chose the second. I spent weeks becoming invisible. Phone records were easy. She was careless when she felt powerful. Hotel charges disguised as conferences. Deleted messages recovered from the cloud she forgot existed. Patterns emerged. Tuesdays, Thursdays, the same room. I learned his routine. Learned when he lied to his own wife about late meetings. Learned how men like him believe their lives are airtight. His wife was harder. Her name was buried deep, but I found it. Social media tells you everything if you know how to look. Anniversary posts, smiling photos, a woman proud of a marriage she didn't know was already rotting. I waited. On the night my wife invited him over, our house prepared like a stage. I left early, took my jacket, took my keys, left my ring on the dresser like an afterthought. Then I sent a message. "I think you deserve to know where your husband really is tonight." No accusation, no explanation, just an address. She replied minutes later, "I'm on my way." They were already together when we arrived. I didn't go inside. I waited across the street, engine off, watching the lights in my own house glow warm and dishonest. His wife pulled up beside me, hands clenched white on the steering wheel. She didn't cry. Not yet. We walked to the door together. I rang the bell once. Calm, polite. My wife opened it wearing the face she used for neighbors. That face collapsed when she saw me. Then her eyes slid to the woman beside me. Recognition took a second. Horror took another. The room filled with noise. Words. Apologies. Denials tripping over each other. Her boss appeared behind her, half-dressed, already shrinking. I said nothing. Silence is heavier when it's earned. His wife stepped forward. She didn't scream. She didn't slap him. She simply asked, "How long?" He answered before my wife could stop him. "Too long." I handed my wife the signed papers. "I chose," I said. That was all. She reached for me, then stopped. She finally understood what control looked like when it wasn't hers. I left them there. 4 people standing in the wreckage of their own design. Outside, the air felt cleaner, sharper. His wife thanked me, not for revenge,
for truth. I drove away alone. Weeks later, the house is quiet. My name is no longer attached to lies that weren't mine. I sleep without wondering who she's texting. I wake without needing answers. Some losses aren't losses. They're releases. She lost everything that night. I lost nothing I wanted to keep. And that is the difference between being abandoned and walking away intact.